New at 4, expanding history education, or at least the lessons taught to children here in Illinois. State Representative Shawn is taking the reins for change.
He's introducing a bill that would affect every student in the state. Stephen Holt is here with more. Stephen?
Yeah, Marion Patrick, the bill's author you just mentioned, Representative Ford, calling this a shift from history to civics. He argues the current curriculum in the state has led to a racist society and presents an incomplete picture, failing to address the contributions of women, African Americans, and other minorities. So to change this, he's now calling on school districts to immediately stop what they're doing. At the DuSable Museum, a unified call to transform the way Illinois teaches history.
This bill will assure that all schools in the state of Illinois will now teach the true American history, what everyone has contributed.
This new legislation, drafted by Representative Shawn, calls for school districts statewide to immediately suspend American history lessons that he says are rooted in white privilege and spread misinformation.
We have to reverse the damages and effects of the traditional historic narrative that failed to account for all of us. We feel that this approach would allow us to implement better standards, curriculum as quickly as possible, and will give school districts and teachers the opportunity to be prepared to teach accurate history to all children.
A commission would help craft a new classroom curriculum, including new textbooks that reframe social studies to include the contributions made by women, members of the Black, Jewish, LGBTQ communities, and other groups.
We know that education and knowledge is the #1 cure to bigotry and racism and hatred.
Ford and others now calling on state leaders to make changes immediately, even before the bill gets a vote.
This is a problem that exists across our country, but Illinois has an opportunity to become the leader.
Now, this legislation does have a deadline. Representative Ford wants that commission to come up with a new curriculum so that schools can resume history classes by the 2022 to 23 school year. Patrick, Marion, back to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Stephen.